Hi Year 7, welcome to our second lesson on Owain Glyndŵr. For a little starter challenge today, what I would like you to do is have a think and a bit of a scribble down on your books or on your laptops, on your phones, wherever you're working on. What do these terms mean? Social, economic, religious and political. Have a think about what you think these terms mean. Now they're quite difficult, and if you don't know what they mean, that's not a problem at all, but perhaps you might want to look them up on Google, have a look, see what you think that they mean, okay? So I'm going to suggest you pause the video and do that now. So, in the sense of what we're going to be discussing today, social, these are factors that affect our thought and behaviour in social situations. So things that are going to affect how we act and how we behave. Economic, factors to do with wealth and money. Religious, factors to do with faith and religion. Political, factors to do with people's beliefs on the way a country should be run or the way things should be done. Okay, so social, economical, religious and political. Remember them because you're going to need them later on. So, just a bit of a recap. We know that Owain Glyndŵr was important because English rulers are depressed Welsh people. They treated them like second-class citizens, and that he'd rebelled and it wasn't successful, but he did give Wales a new sense of an inspiration to be progressive and to be a forward-thinking country. Okay, so just a bit of a recap for you there to read through from last lesson. So, why did the Welsh rebel then? So there's lots of reasons on this sheet. Now this sheet should be attached to the PowerPoint underneath the video on Moodle. So, or it should be dropped into your assignment drop as well. It could be whichever way your teacher's done it, either way. I want you to read through the reasons that the Welsh joined Owain Glyndŵr. Why did the Welsh decide to join him and rebel with him and protest with him? And I want you to split them and sort them into social, political, economic and religions. So I want you to read through all of these and just put a little S, a P, E or R, or you can colour code it, it's totally up to you. Some of them might be more than one, some of them might be two, some of them might have all four of them in there. That's absolutely fine. As long as you can justify it, that's fine. So remember, we're thinking about the way that people behave, people's beliefs, money and wealth, and people's faith and their religious beliefs, okay? So, for instance, if I'm looking at this bottom one here, Welsh poets wrote poems about Glyndŵr. These encouraged him to believe he was the Mab Darogan, the prodigal son. Okay, so Welsh poets wrote poems about Glyndŵr. Well, this led him to believe, this led him to act. So that's a social aspect. The best jobs in the Welsh church were given to the English priests. Welsh priests thought it was unfair. That could be religious and economic, couldn't it? Because it's to do with jobs and getting money, but it's also to do with religion because it's to do with priests. The Black Death caused a legacy of despair. The Welsh have nothing to lose if they were to rebel in the future. That's social because they felt like they had nothing to lose. It's affecting the way that they behave. Okay, so that's what we're thinking about. So again, some of them could be more than one. That's absolutely fine. So I'm going to suggest you pause the video, go away and do that for me now. That should take you quite a while. So hopefully when you've come back, you're ready to move on. Now, I want you to go to iPlayer on this link, which I'll put in the, which if you download the PowerPoint, you should be able to click. If not, ask your teacher to pop it into the chat group for you. It takes you to a story of Wales. Now, it's called Power Struggles. If you're looking for it on YouTube because the iPlayer won't work, it's called Story of Wales Power Struggles, okay? You need to start it at 50 minutes and 40 seconds in, so it's quite near to the end of the episode, okay? So, and watch the end of it. So it's from 50 minutes and just watch the end of it. And I want you to answer these questions. You might have to pause it a few times because you've got to listen really carefully to get the answers out, okay? So, what sparks Glyndŵr's anger? Where does Glyndŵr take his cause? What does someone in Parliament refer to the Welsh as? When is Glyndŵr declared Prince of Wales? Which town is his first target? What do they do there? What does Glyndŵr do in Machynlleth? Why is Machynlleth significant? What does Owain Glyndŵr want for Wales? And is it successful and why? So this might take you longer than it would take you to watch the video because you might have to go back and listen again, go back and listen again, but it's really important that you do it properly and get those answers down, okay? So I'm going to suggest you pause now, get a copy of that. If you need to write them down maybe first, you might want to write the questions down so you've got them so you can do some scribbles first and then you can type it up tidy then when you're finished, okay? So 50 minutes, 40 seconds in. On YouTube, it's Power Struggles, Story of Wales Power Struggles if you need to find it, okay? And it starts from where they start talking about Owain Glyndŵr. So again, hopefully I'm going to pause the video so that you can do that. Now, what do you think was the main reason for the Welsh rebellion? Explain your answer. Okay, so having looked at all these different things now, what was the biggest reason that the Welsh rebelled? And do you think the Welsh were right to revolt? Explain your answer. These are not just one sentence answers, okay? I want paragraphs. Explain. Pull in some different factors. Explain why you think what you think, okay? There's no right answer here. This is your opinion, okay? So get that done for me. Question 1, question 2, off you go. So hopefully you've done that, and I just want you now in a sentence as a plenary to say, do you think England do deserve the title Prince of Wales? Why? Just in one sentence for me, okay? And once you've done that, we're done. Thank you very much.